Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this...
Snags it, and he's open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Fast completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The sure hands, it's Frazier.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Handoff for Frazier. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
The RPO, it's complete.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On first down, Nate Frazier finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep them out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Aaron Philo. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game. Quick toss to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Gators will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Ball. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to run with Ball. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to intercept him for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Run in the red zone. It's Ball. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the... There he goes! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Using his legs, it's Phillips. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, "Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot." And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again. On target. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gators. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it inside the 40. the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
To the air, it's Stockton. Under fire. Caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like usually,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Wants to go right back downfield. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 9 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Crimson Tide on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Powers through the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Georgia going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets away from 1. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Here's again the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Humphries. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Steps away to find some room. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Handoff, Jaden running left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll set up to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extreme. Pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Fires to the middle. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And this one's not working. Throw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 2nd and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They moved backwards a couple of yards on that last pass, and now they'll try it on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Complete. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
He's got his man across the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Inside the 35. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.